All right, today I decided I'm going to do a review of my predictions for the top 6 at the Classic Physique Olympia. I think it's the most exciting division this year. It's only the second year it's existed, and we have a Canadian guy who's in it, and so it's a little bit more exciting for us this year. So I'll start off with, I'll say in 6th place, Arash. Arash got 2nd place at the Olympia last year. The way I see it is he looks like a good amateur bodybuilder. So decent size, good shape, good physique. Just nothing like that sets him apart as being like a phenomenal classic physique competitor. Just all around an overall good bodybuilder. Not an IFBB pro level bodybuilder, but a good bodybuilder that would do quite well at like a national level competition. So I have him at 6th place, even though he got 6th last year. 5th place, Danny Hester, last year's Mr. Olympia. I think with the direction that Classic Physique is heading, they're not looking more for a short bodybuilder. I think he's a really amazing bodybuilder, but a bodybuilder, just really good shape, good proportions, decent size and conditioning, but nothing sets him apart as like looking like a classic physique that hundreds of thousands of people are looking at saying, I want to look like that guy. So I think he's great. So I have him in 5th. Even though he's last year's winner, I think 5th is still a good finish for him. Sadiq, I have in 4th place. Last year he got 3rd. He should have been last year or close to it. I've seen pictures of him and video this year. I think he's made a lot of improvements. Last year he just had no conditioning in his legs, and it wasn't there. It was not a top placing physique. This year he still has the small waist, he's got the conditioning, and he's got the popularity. Nobody's as popular as this guy right now in Classic Physique, so that gives him an advantage, and I see him as 4th place this year, which is still a really good finish. 3rd place, Terrence, who last year I think he got around 7th, but really looked like a guy that should have been in the first call out, maybe placing as high as 3rd last year even. Really good physique, really conditioned, crazy leg definition, upper body balanced, small waist, very good physique. Could maybe get a little bit bigger, which I think this year he's put on some more muscle. He's a young guy, and I think he's going to do really good and be in that top 3 finish this year. So, top 3 for him. Brian has an amazing physique. He's got freakish biceps, which really sets him apart from the rest of the competitors. He's got the small waist, got a really good classic looking physique, extremely conditioned, great proportions. And I mean, these guys are all former bodybuilders, but he has a different look than just a standard bodybuilder. And I think that's going to push him all the way to 2nd place. He's just not as tall as maybe the guy I have in 1st, and it gives him a bit of a disadvantage. So last, and Chris Bumstead, I have it as 50-50 shot with him winning, him against the field. I basically see it as like a Tiger Woods against the field when Tiger Woods was in his prime. I don't know how he can get beat. The only reason I don't have him guaranteed to win this is because it's his first Olympia. Not everyone knows him yet, but I mean, a lot do. He's, I think, the 2nd most popular followed person in the Classic Physique division. 6 feet tall, 22 years old, good looking, former bodybuilding IFBB pro. I mean, this guy won the North Americans as a heavyweight bodybuilder. So if this contest was a bodybuilding contest, he would win. So if this was bodybuilding, he would win. And it's classic bodybuilding, so it's not necessarily a bodybuilder physique that wins. But if you had to take every single competitor, this is the most classic looking, or if people want to consider what it is, he's the most classic, so he should win this even easier than if it was a bodybuilding show. I mean, the guy's 6 feet tall and 225 pounds and shredded to the bone with great shape proportions. He has the smallest waist, the widest shoulders, crazy legs, and I mean, it just doesn't even make sense. I don't see him losing. I don't, if he loses, I'm not going to be surprised because anything happens at these things, but really he deserves to win. If he were competing in open class bodybuilding against the straight up bodybuilders, he would still be placing high in the open. I mean, not in the open Olympia, but you know, in an open regular IFBB Pro show, he would be in the top 5 in any show, in my opinion. And I mean, he just chose to stay in this 225-pound weight category for his height, and so that's the way to go. So, yeah, I think he's going to dominate the show and just blow everyone's mind. I think it's him against the field. I have him winning by a mile. So we'll see if this comes true. You know, I was going to do one for the other classes, but honestly, I just don't care about the other divisions that much. The 212 class, the only class that I really care to look at. Open men's bodybuilding, it's just the same old, you know, the same old guys winning every year, and it's just monstrous physique. So can't wait for Classic. Starts Friday morning, the judging. See you later.